Oh God. Okay.
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 We're
We're
just going to
serious.
record. I'm just going to keep recording. We're
Okay,
not cutting it
that's
out.
fine. Whew, get that out.
I feel
All
like I
right.
hit record and we lost it.
Yeah, we did lose
Okay.
it. Okay, we're gonna get it back. That's fine.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Welcome to The Gift of Gab,
The
episode
Gift of
number
Gab.
1.
Yes.
My name is Charlie,
And my name's Ashley.
and thanks for listening.
Yeah, we're fucking doing it.
We're doing it.
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess they should get to know us a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, Ashley, you go first.
You want me to go
Yeah,
first?
you go first.
Okay. So my name is Ashley, of course, as you guys know. Well, maybe you don't know, but I just told you, so you know. Um, I'm 27. I live in Michigan, a small town. I'm not gonna say where because you're not gonna know. And I live in Michigan. What am I doing with my life?
You're doing great. That's what you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's me. That's pretty much it. I like to identify, I guess, as gender fluid. I guess that's what you'd call it. I basically just love anyone that loves Ashley. So that's okay.
That big Gemini energy.
Yeah. If you love me, then that's good. I love you too.
I love it.
So yeah.
All right. My name is Charlie. I'm 20. I just turned 26,
Woo!
actually. Yeah. Aries season.
Aries,
I'm in Aries.
yes.
And if you didn't know that, you'll probably hear it 100 more
Huh.
times, probably just in this episode alone. Also from Michigan, I am a psychology student. I one day
Yes.
will be, hopefully, a
My
psychologist. Yes, you're a
Yes.
therapist. The therapist of many, hopefully. I'm here to
Will be.
help. I'm a manager in retail, and I identify as bisexual. And I guess gender fluid. I don't know. I don't really have a term for my gender.
Yeah.
I get asked a lot about pronouns. So a lot of
Yeah.
people that, like, at least in the music scene. So I'm also in a band, and I
Yes,
feel
my
fucking
best friend's in a band.
terrible saying that, but
Why?
it's just a stigma. There's a stigma around it. Like I'm in a band. Like
Oh, I love it. I'm
oh,
always I'm like my best friend's in a band.
oh my god. Well, I like people in like the music scene will ask me. They'll say, do you go by they? What are your pronouns? And I don't know. They feels okay. He feels okay. She never really felt great, but I
Yeah.
don't feel like if it were you to ask me like my gender, like actually how I feel like I'm just like a deep blend of like man and woman. Like
Yeah.
I don't really feel
I
like
feel like you have I don't know if there's a right amount. I don't know if I should say that, but I feel like you have femininity that most men like try to hide or cover up, I guess, in a sense, and I really appreciate that about you.
Thanks. Got me crying already. Well,
Sorry.
thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, this on our first podcast, we figured we'd talk about friendship because friendship is, something that's very important to us. Obviously, we are friends.
Yes.
And I don't know, something I feel like is a topic. I don't know that we talk about it, but I don't know
Yeah.
that we like really talk about it.
I don't know if people really talk about it in depth, like as far as like what friendships mean to you
Right.
and all that type of stuff.
Mhm.
Because I feel like with relationships, friendships in general, like it takes a lot of work, and I feel like people don't realize that.
Right.
Like friendships can be overbearing, friendships can be do too much.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, they can definitely. So it's just like, just shed a little light on it, I guess.
Right. I don't know if you want to like start about like how we became friends. Like we can give our own perspective of like
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know
let's
because you go
you
first.
might have two, like we might have two different things.
Mhm.
Okay. So are we starting with like what we think friendships are? How we became friends, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I started working in retail, and Charlie was working there already at the time. And I can't remember like what our initial conversation was, but I do remember just like talking to Charlie, and I was like, okay, he's really, really nice. But I knew when we were going to be friends. So
I'm excited. I'm excited to hear.
So we went to a coworker's bonfire. We were all invited. And so I went, and we were sitting by the fire and we were talking, and I think like a couple people had left, so it was just like me and Charlie talking, and we started talking about like boundaries and like kind of like friendships a little bit
Mm-hmm.
now, like boundaries, like how do you set boundaries. And I would think I was telling you something about like it was this lady, Iana Van Zant. She said something about like how do you, I guess, basically set boundaries. And she said what most people do is they set boundaries in the sand. I set mine in cement and I dry it. And once you go past that boundary, I'm done. And she said, and what most people do is like they um put it in the sand, somebody kicks all over it, and then they fix it up, and then they push it a little back, and they keep pushing it back and keep pushing it back. So we were like talking about that in boundaries, and we were just like connecting, like yeah, like being off of each other, like we do
Right.
that all the time. And I was like, oh, he's gonna be my friend, I know
Oh, I love that.
it.
I feel bad because I mean, I remember the bonfires. I definitely, but I
Yeah.
wish I remembered that specific conversation. Like, I feel like I might have like a very general
Yeah,
remembrance of it, but I don't.
you don't really remember it.
No.
Okay, did you have
But
a moment when you knew we were gonna be friends, or did you think it just happened?
yeah, I wish mine was as like, I don't know, like not as deep, but as like, I don't know. So I mean, I remember working. So I work when me and Ashley worked together. I was already there a year, so I
Yep.
was kind of I was like training people at that point. So I was kind of like with a customer right next to Ashley, and I remember, and I'm sorry for bringing this up
It's
because I
okay.
know I brought it up before.
It's so
And
funny.
you don't like it, but a customer was getting really shitty. Like
Yeah.
they were, I don't remember why, but I remember she was getting really shitty, and
Yeah.
she wanted to work with somebody else. And I remember you looked at me, and I looked at
Yeah.
you, both confused as hell. Like we were both like, what's going on? Like I don't know what
Exactly.
was said. I don't know what went wrong, and I don't know. It was kind of just like in that moment, I just kind of felt like,
Yeah,
what?
we both were
Like,
looking like, who is she talking to?
right, exactly. Like, she's not gonna do this, right? Like, we're
Right.
we're not gonna do this right now. And
Exactly.
I don't know. Like, I know it was a pretty hard moment for you, especially like with someone coming at you like that. But
Yeah.
I just think like both in that kind of like
We kind of both
confused
were like,
state, but it kind of
what?
I felt a connection. It was just
Yeah.
like
I
we
know what you're
reacted the
talking
same
about.
way, and we got it, and we were kind of just on the same page. And I feel like ever
Exactly.
since then, I don't know. We've always just kind of been on the same page. I don't
Yeah.
think we've ever like really had a fight. Like we've never
No.
really like. I don't know.
Is that normal? I
I
don't
feel
know.
like it's. I don't know. I
I
don't
feel
know if
like
it's normal.
yeah, I
I
feel
mean,
like
I've
it's
definitely had friendships where I fought with people, and
exactly.
I mean, not that that's not normal because that's normal, but not preferred.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to grow with people, but I don't want to have to fight to get there all the time.
Exactly.
Um, yeah, and I just feel like over the years we've gotten so close. We've done so many things together. We just went to one of our friends Shayna's wedding over the.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Congratulations to Shane. I
yeah,
hope you hear this.
woohoo! I mean, that was a while ago, but
Yeah.
that was our first, like, I guess, vacation we went on together,
And it was fun.
yeah, I had
We
a lot
had
of
a really
fun.
good time.
We had a great time,
Yeah. We were
and
lit.
yeah, and we got like 12 donuts, and I think I ate like 7 of them. Remember that? You were like, "Let's buy a few." I said, "Let's buy a dozen."
Let's
Like,
try a dozen. I was like, who's gonna eat all these? But they got eaten.
but
So.
they were good. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. I mean, I feel like we've been through a lot, or like
Mhm.
there was a time, and it was so just coincidental. Again, we were working together,
Mhm.
and we both like went through a breakup within like
Oh my god.
a
How
few
did we?
weeks of each
Yeah,
other,
we did do that.
and
like,
they were
back
like
to
long
back.
relationships. They were
Definitely.
very
Mine
long.
was like 5 years.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so we were like really on the same page. And I remember like my heart breaking for you. Like
Yeah.
you came into our break room, and
I just like I like held it together like all the way till I got to work, and then it was just like I don't know why Charlie was in that break room at that time, but like he was in the break room and I seen him and I'm just like. Like I was crying so hard and he's like, what is happening? But it was hard. Yeah, we
Yeah.
did do that around the same time.
yeah,
And then I remember you, like when you were going through your breakup, I was like, Charlie's not at work. Like, what's going on? Why is he not? And you were like, I don't know how you did it.
Yeah.
I can't even be here at work right now.
no, that was hard, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it made our friendship stronger. It made
Yeah.
I feel like especially that took us to like a deeper level, like to a
Yeah.
deeper sense of friendship, and I don't know. I appreciated that.
Yeah, it was a different season. Like we weren't happy. We were going through a lot and it was kind of rough. Like, so just having somebody to like, I guess like lean on is
Right.
cool.
And yeah, after I don't know. That's good.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like it too. I think that was pretty cool actually. I mean,
Not
we
cool,
were- yeah.
but we're for the better.
Yeah.
We grew. We definitely
Yeah.
grew. It was been a few years.
Definitely.
We can say we've grown.
Fuck those guys.
Um, Yeah. So I mean, something else about a friendship that I think that is also like just as amazing, and I think that shocks most people is just how platonic we are.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you brought that up because people like think that you can't have platonic relationships for whatever reason.
Yeah. And I know we've kind of like brushed on this before, like just in our personal conversations, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I've throughout time, I've just grown to just love you. Like I
Yeah.
just love you. Like when someone asks me like who was your best friend, it's like Ashley. Ashley's one of
Yeah.
my best friends, and I love her.
Hands
And
down.
but it's never been romantic, and I feel like
Yeah.
that's why I love our relationship. It's always just been like we have a clear set boundaries, I guess, and we have
Yeah.
not that I don't think either of us have like crossed those or tried to cross those, but like
Yeah.
they're there and they exist, and we both just know how our friendship is, and I don't know, I love that.
And I love that we don't like people ask well, especially when we work together. People will be like, well, it was just one person in particular, really, but whatever. uh, but like, oh, because your boyfriend Charlie's not here today. Why did he call off or something like that? And I'm just like, my friend Charlie called off because I know exactly why, but I'm not telling you. Like,
Right,
you
exactly.
know what I'm saying? Like,
There are secrets.
yeah,
Like,
we're friends for a reason, and
right.
he would have made you your friend if he wanted you to know. No, I feel like that's so strange. Like that people, I don't know, make it like that. Like it has
Mhm.
to be romantic or
Right.
has to be something underlining. Like it, like you said, like I've just grown to love you. It's just not.
Mhm.
I don't know. I
Right.
think it's weird. Like people
Right.
are like try to put that on you. Even like,
Mhm.
there's no way you guys. You never thought about it. I'm just like, nah. I
No,
mean,
I don't. It just never. I don't know. It is what it is, I guess.
yeah.
Mhm.
And I feel like that makes relationships hard once like you do cross if people do cross those boundaries.
Yes, they
So
definitely do,
yes,
and I feel like that's yeah. Like I mean, I've had friendships that cross boundaries.
definitely, yeah.
I don't know if you have. I'm trying to sift through
I
things
don't
that you've
think
told me.
I've really not like best friends that like no. I've only had my
Yeah.
one best friend Pierre and you. That's it.
Hmm. I don't know. I mean, I definitely have, and
Yeah.
I feel like both parties were hurt. And it just, I don't know, it just isn't healthy. It isn't.
Yeah.
Oh, there's just
Like
like a
secretly like
weirdness.
being romantically attracted to your friend. That has to be hard on you because it's like you have these feelings but you don't want to ruin a friendship. And then like
Right.
if you don't feel that way. What if you don't feel that way? And then it's like, okay, well, I don't feel that way. Like I love you as a friend, but
Mhm.
I don't think I feel that way. Then that makes that even more hard. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Exactly. And like, especially for me, like I feel like that, like when that happened to me, I was also like wanting to explore like my sexuality more. So there was like a lot going on,
Yeah.
but like also throwing in like one of your best friends, like one of your just people, your support system, and that just kind of like getting tainted in a
Yeah.
way. And like I said, that was hard for I think both of us, but you know, I
Things
guess you grow
happen.
from it and you learn.
Yeah, that's
And I
true.
think that's part of your early 20s.
Man,
Yeah,
20s are hard.
they
So
are.
I know we'll probably bring that up later, but I'm probably gonna say that 100 more times.
Yeah, but I feel like 26. I mean, it's only been what, a week, a little over a week. But I feel like I've set so many goals. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like I turned 26. I got goals. Like I'm not that I've never had goals, but it's like I have all these things that I want to do now, and
Yeah.
all these different. I don't know. It's like I can like think clearly now that I'm 26.
Now that you're 26,
I
you're
don't
like,
know.
okay.
I don't know, but it's kind of like thinking of our friendship again. Like, I mean, having like work friends. Like I feel like at
Yeah.
a time we were kind of like work friends.
We were.
But I remember when that changed. When I mean, you might say the bonfire, but
Okay.
when I feel like it definitely changes when you came to my birthday party the first year after we worked together.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
like I don't know, I feel like there was just like a
Like
switch that
moving
was
from
flipped.
yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like because I'm kind of like I'm not like a private person. Like I'll tell you something if you ask me, but like I like to do things my own way, and like
Yeah,
I like to have
definitely.
like I like to like filter things. And
Right.
I don't know. Like you coming to that was just very like meaningful, and I don't know. So like you were no longer a work friend.
Yeah.
But I
just
think,
my
like,
friend. Yeah.
I think friendships are like work friends are important. Like I think that
Yeah. I remember one of our coworkers at the time was saying that like she doesn't have work like she shouldn't be our friend because we work together.
yeah.
That was weird to me. I'm like,
Yeah.
why?
Right. Like
Why? Like we can't talk to each other,
Right.
or like see, like how are we gonna get through the day?
right.
Actually, do our job. Like,
Like, I need
No.
those people.
Yeah.
Like, I need to be able to vent to someone on the
Exactly.
spot if I need it. And like,
Exactly.
I'm sorry, that sounded very overbearing. Like, I'll respect your boundaries, but like, if we have that relationship, it makes it easier. And like, you can do the same. Like, I'm
Exactly.
here. Like, I'm here for you to vent and here for you to laugh with and here
Yeah.
for you
So you
to,
can be like, fuck that customer.
right. Yeah. Like,
Honestly, customers are shitty. So whatever.
yeah. So work friends, very important, very
Yeah.
vital. And I feel like I've had a lot of them. And it's kind of sad. Like, when you like, when you lose those people, like if they move on or you move
Oh
on, and
yeah.
like that
You're
always
like,
makes me
damn.
sad.
I know. Like
Yeah.
when we stopped working together,
Yeah.
that was really
Yeah,
sad.
but we've like maintained contact, like
Yeah.
very, very, like a lot better than I thought we would. Like, not that I thought we'd like stop being friends, but
yeah.
like, when you stop seeing those people every day, like life gets harder, things get in the way. But
Yeah.
I feel like we've seen each other very regularly, especially like recently too.
Yeah.
So it
Exactly.
feels good.
Yeah, it does. Cause like when you, like you said, when you just kind of depart, I guess, or something. I don't know what it is, but
Yeah, you change priorities,
yeah,
and goals.
you
And
get new work friends.
yeah, yeah, you get replaced.
Yeah,
Like that's what
honestly.
happens. Yeah, very important. Some of those, I don't know. I feel like sometimes for me it's hard to decipher, especially with work friends who's like a
Mhm.
fake friend, who's like a
Oh yeah.
like a fake like a I
Like
don't
a
know. I hate
friend.
like fake
Friend or
sounds
foe.
middle school, but like yeah, like someone who's just really not out for you, like someone who's
Yeah.
not there for you and doesn't.
But like makes it seem like it.
Yeah,
Yeah. I'm trying to think like a work scenario where I've had that. Like I've had it in
I have
general.
many.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like many.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm also very sensitive, so I don't know. I'm sensitive.
Right. I was trying to
um,
think, but I don't know. I think I've had fake friends in general, or friends that didn't genuinely have my back, and I thought they did.
right,
So
right, and I think I don't know. I feel like I kind of just lost my train of thought, but uh, I don't know how to decipher all the time between like a fake friend and like an acquaintance.
oh yeah, okay.
Because as much as I'm like sensitive, I feel like I'm not deep, but I like to make deep connections with people. So I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of our conversations are like heavier conversations.
Yeah.
And like, let's talk about our emotions and
Yeah.
like things we're going through and hardships, but also like positives. And like, I feel like it's hard for me to just like have like that very surface level, like, how's your day going? Like,
Yeah.
good. Oh, that's good. Like, I don't know. It's kind of a
Yeah.
hard. And so those work friends, I can't always decipher between like a fake or like a real or just an acquaintance.
Just an acquaintance. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have just acquaintances. I feel like you're my friend or not. Like,
Yeah.
which one you gonna be?
Right, exactly. You gotta fall somewhere. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's a hard one.
Yeah. I've had relationships where definitely where I thought they were my friend and then they weren't or something like that, and then it was like really weird at the end.
Oh.
Like I don't know, like you, and of course high school, like high school's
Oh,
high
yeah.
school, like
Yeah.
that's cattiness all the time.
Yeah, it's weird because you think those people are good. Like in the moment, at least I did. I thought like those people were like my friends. Like
Yeah.
I would go to college and I'd come home and see those
We'd
people.
be there.
We'd spend Christmas together. Like I thought that was what that was. And
Right.
ew, it's weird thinking like
No, it's not like that at
no,
all.
not for me at
Like
least.
I remember being in a senior year, and this girl was like arguing with her best friend at the time, and we were like on the bus, and she was just like, fuck that or whatever, and she's like, literally in 6 months we're not gonna talk to each other,
Oh.
and I was like, I didn't think about it, but I was like, what? We're not?
Right.
Like, why do you have this
News
mindset?
to me. Yeah.
She was right. We
Damn.
didn't talk. Like, I think maybe, yeah, after like 6 months or so, I didn't talk to those same friends anymore. Like, we actually.
It's weird, and
Yeah.
I feel like this is something that I'm very personal or very personal to me. Sorry, is like friend breakups.
Oh my God, they're hard, man.
Yeah, they are, and like
They're
I mean,
hard.
even if they're for a bad reason, like they can still be hard. Like,
Mm-hmm.
or I guess a good reason. Like if you have like a bad friend and you no longer want to be friends with them, it's still hard.
Yeah.
But I feel like I've had some,
Yeah.
and they've been very hard, and like
Because you
tr-
still love that person. It's not like you just
Right.
turn it off.
right, and you have like. I don't know, the way I kind of view like relationships is kind of like you stick to each other a little bit. You have parts of yourself that are stuck to each other, and then you're
Mhm.
having to like pull that back to yourself. And
Yeah.
like sometimes you don't get that part of yourself back, and like
Exactly.
it's very hard.
Yeah, I think so too. I just lost my train of thought. But but I definitely think so. Like I definitely I went through a breakup of a friend. And it was really hard. We had been friends since like 6th grade.
Wow.
And we had stopped talking for, whatever reason. It was very sensitive to me. But so we had stopped talking for like 5 months or something like that.
Mhm.
And at that time I'm like, I think I was like 22 or 23 when we stopped talking. So that was years. Like I can't
Mm-hmm.
do the math, but we've been friends for a long time.
Right.
And I was just like, man, like what am I going to do without this person in my
Right.
life? Like
Yeah.
I usually call this person every day. If something's going wrong, I call this person, and I don't know how to make I don't know if I need to make this right. I don't know if I need to leave this relationship and like let it be. Like I don't know what I need to do at all. Like I had told my mom, I'm like, this relationship is over. We broken up.
And that's how you know it's real too. When you
When
tell
you
your
tell your
parents,
parents.
yeah. Like I don't know. My parents, I don't know that they're necessarily invested in a bunch of my friendships, but like if I tell my parents, like they know it's
Yeah,
done. Like,
it's done.
yeah, no, that's definitely really hard. And like something I've experienced, God, in the last like year or two, like has just been like friends moving away. Like
Oh
some
yeah,
of my closest friends, and like that's awesome. Like I'm happy for you. Like I'm glad like you're
yeah.
doing what you need to do. But like,
Do you miss them?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, it's hard.
definitely.
Um,
It's like weird because we're like adulting, and I know
yeah.
I'm like 27, and I'm like I'm adulting, but like literally, like I feel like we're finally adulting, and like we're taking our time, and like people are getting married
Oh
and like
yes.
pregnant and getting puppies and having families. I'm not getting a puppy, but
Yeah, me
we'll
neither.
talk about that
I
later.
hope to. I hope to one
Yeah,
day soon.
soon.
But yeah, the moving is it's hard because like you want to be selfish. You want to be like, no, like I want to
Yeah.
see you still, and then like at least for me, that my experience has been like drifting and that kind
Mhm.
of thing. We still keep in touch, and we're not as close because we're not as physically close.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it is what it is. But I think I'll always cherish those friendships. That's kind of like the harder part
Absolutely.
too. Is like I feel like you can have a friendship that like there's like a blowout and like things suck
Mhm.
and um you kind of end that friendship, and then you have those friendships that they're just kind of like slowly withering away and like
Slowly,
fading, and
yeah, like a
it's almost
plant
harder.
dying or
Yeah,
something.
exactly. Yeah, it's painful to watch. Like,
Exactly.
yeah, that's very hard. It's very hard.
I definitely think so too. Um, I don't know. Do you feel like I'm trying to think like do you think you have to talk to friends like a certain amount of time to be like friends and like
No,
okay.
not for me or my relationships. I
Okay.
like my space, so
Yeah.
um, I can't do like personally. I can't do needy friends.
Yeah.
I cannot.
I have a needy friend now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. And it's
is
a
it me?
lot. No.
No, I'm just kidding.
No. No, it's not, but it's a lot. And she's a great girl. But
She's
like
just so goddamn needy.
yeah, she's very needy. Like I went to Hash Bash what the
Yeah,
previous
sorry.
weekend. No, it's fine. I went to it's fine. Charlie flaked on me. He didn't come.
Ah!
No, I'm just teasing.
It was real depression hours.
Oh, were you sad?
We don't
I'm
have to get into it
okay,
right now,
I'm
but I
sorry.
mean,
We'll talk
yes,
about
I
it.
was sad. My
Oh,
birthday
I'm
weekend was
sorry.
it
I
was
didn't
just kind of
know.
lonely. It was just kind of lonely. But I was also on medication, and
Mhm.
I stopped that medication, and I think that was contributing to it.
Oh, okay, okay.
It just really made me focus. Sorry, not to get too off topic, but
You're
it
okay.
really made me focus on like the negatives, and um, I don't know. It was for ADD, so like
Mhm.
it's supposed to help you concentrate. And
Right.
I feel like if I found one thing I was sad about, my whole day, that
Was
was it.
sad.
And yeah, even like because I ended up going out that night, and
Right.
it ended just very like not badly, like nothing
Yeah.
bad happened, but I was just so deeply sad. And
Oh,
I mean, again, it's only been about a week or
I'm
a
sorry,
little over
friend.
a week.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's okay. So
I didn't pay
I'm sorry I
attention.
flaked, and I'm not
It's
pinning that on
okay.
you. It was just a
No,
rough one.
it's okay.
Sorry not to interrupt your story about Hash Bash. I wish I
No,
was
it's
there.
fine. What was I used? Oh, I
Needy
went to
friend.
Hash. Yeah, I went to Hash Bash, and I was supposed to meet up with a friend afterwards. But I
Mhm.
did tell her. I said, well, I'm gonna be high, so I
Uh-huh.
can't guarantee anything after. And that's exactly what happened. I got high, and I ended up just like going to sleep at like 8 p.m. and I had been partying all day. I was out there at like noon. It started at noon. I was there like at
Yeah.
12:30 or something like that.
Damn.
So I had stayed out there till like 6 or 7, 6 I think at least. I was tired.
Right.
I was high, and I just wanted to eat chicken wings and go to sleep. Like I didn't, so I did that, and then I got a call from her like the following Monday, like, "How was your weekend?" And I'm like, "Oh, it was good. Living it up. Hi."
Yeah.
And then she goes, "Well, I just wanted to say that am I too loud? Am I okay?"
You're good. It's just clipping a
Okay.
little bit. I'm just trying to.
Okay. Just
No,
making
you're
sure.
okay. You're good.
Okay. But then she goes, um I just wanted to say that I'm very upset that you didn't call me back after
Oh.
once you left Hash Bash and we had plans, and you should have been at least able to tell me that we weren't going to do anything, because I try to get out, and I get that she tries to get out of the house and does things, and like people flake on her, but like I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry.
But I
What do
feel
you
like you
want?
set that expectation with her, like, hey, like, gonna
I'm
be high.
Yeah, I
Like,
might not be available.
right.
Like, I mean, you could come find me, but I can't
Right.
go out
Mm-hmm.
and do function. I
Mhm.
want to eat chicken wings and go to sleep. That's what I
Right.
want to do after I've gotten high.
Yeah.
So, sorry.
Right.
So I just felt like, and then like I guess she felt like she was too aggressive, so she ended up apologizing through a text message. But I'm just like, I don't have to hang out with you if I don't want to,
Right.
right? That's my
Mhm.
right. Like, if I'm not I don't care if we make plans and then you're not feeling it. You can still cancel.
Right.
Like,
Just be up front.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it today, or whatever the case may be. You can still cancel. So I didn't really see her point of view, I guess. Like,
Right.
as far as the neediness, I felt like that was really needy, and she does that to me
Mhm.
often.
Yeah.
You didn't do this, and you didn't call me back.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, exactly. And I don't know. A needy friend, like, what's the point? Like,
Why
this
do I
isn't
have to
fun
talk to you
for me
24/7?
anymore.
Yeah.
This isn't fun.
It's
And
not fun.
yeah, I've had people in my life, and I just feel like
I
I'm.
have to pee.
You what?
I have to pee.
Oh,
Do you want to keep talking?
yeah, definitely.
Okay, okay, bye, guys.
All right,
We're back.
we're back.
Ready
Ashley's
to roll.
bladder is empty.
Empty.
We're good. Okay, like I was saying, or like I was about to say, was yeah, I feel like I'm very easy to take advantage of because I feel like I try to be a people pleaser, which is
Okay. No.
good and bad, but
Yes.
a lot of bad sometimes.
Yes.
And yeah, I've had people just take advantage of me, and I feel like there comes a point when you have to step up for yourself and you have to just be upfront, like, hey, this is something I'm doing for me, or this is something I can't do because I'm doing something for me.
Right. And I
Um,
have a hard time with that too. I
and
understand.
the people that want to be needy or want to manipulate you or want to take advantage of you get upset every time.
time.
You kind of know right away if they are that kind of person.
Exactly.
Like a real friend, I feel, in my opinion, is going to be very understanding. Like, yes, do you take care of yourself, whatever.
Mhm.
We can talk about it. If I have an issue, we'll talk about it as adults, and
Right.
we'll get through it. But yeah, oh God, needy friends, I can't do.
Yeah, I can't do either. And our mutual friend Shayna, like I'll still text her like every now and then. Like we haven't seen each other since the wedding in September. But like I'll still text her and be like, "Hey, just thinking of you," or whatever the case may be. She's like, "Hey, what's up?" And it's never not like I haven't heard from you.
Right. No, I never text Shayna. I
No.
feel bad. Maybe I should, but I don't know.
If you want to.
I don't want to be like overstepping boundary. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like we can make time and we can all hang
She's
out.
pretty cool about it. Yeah.
Love you, Shane.
Well, yeah, love you, Shane.
Yeah. I don't know, but
And I think even our other friend, I'm sorry, she's not needy though, so I don't want to put that subject on there. But as far as like moving, our
Steph.
friends, yeah, Steph moved.
Oh, I miss
And
her.
I know, I miss her too. And when I got to go to Texas and see her, like
Mhm.
it was so surreal.
Oh
like
my
seeing her
God.
like in Texas, like it was like her element, I know
Right,
she's been there
just
for
living.
just living, and she's like, "Oh yeah, this is this place, and this is what I do, and this is my apartment." Like just seeing that growth, like I'm so proud of her. I love her so much.
Stephanie. So me and Stephanie still work for the same company.
Yeah.
And she sends me emails, and I love it. I
That's
live
so
for it. Every
funny.
time I see an email from Stephanie, like I get this stupid ass smile on my face, and like I don't know. Sometimes I cry because I love it, but she sent me a really sweet one recently, so
Aw.
it was nice. Yeah, I need to go visit Steph.
Yes, she would love that.
Oh
She
my
would love
God.
that.
I would love that.
Yeah, she lives
Maybe
right in Austin.
we'll take a trip.
Yes, that would be fun.
Yes.
My financial planner, aka my dad, said I can't go on any more trips, but
Why?
because I've been on 3
You've been
this
on a
year.
lot of trips, yeah. I mean, not that I'm judging. I love that.
Yeah, I love it too, and
I
I want to
bet.
go on another one.
I'm so
But,
jealous. I've not been on a trip.
Yeah, we do need to go. But yeah, I've been on, like, just came back
Yeah.
from Miami, and that was my 3rd trip this year.
You're living.
Yeah, trying to do it. Trying to do
You
it
are
out here.
doing it.
But yeah, but we love you, Steph. I would love to go back and see her.
Invite us.
Yes, invite
Or
us,
I'll
please.
invite myself.
Yeah.
So something else I think that I mean, I know we talked. Me and Ashley went to Chili's. We love Chili's. I'll throw it
Our
out there.
favorite.
We talk about it a lot. I just went to Chili's with Ashley and her cousin Michelle, who I love. Hi, Michelle. And so we were kind of talking about this podcast and talking about things we want to discuss. And this is something that I think is important.
Okay.
And something again that I don't think that I like. I don't know. I'm sure people are talking about it, just nobody I know.
Right.
And so this is something that I don't know. I'm just gonna say so something between like having like black friends and white friends and like the
Okay.
experience that's different. So I know you kind of like talked about how like
Yeah. How I had I guess a friend. I don't know who they are now, but
Yeah.
I guess I have a friend that kind of like mentioned the fact that I have like white friends, you know,
Yep.
basically,
Mhm.
and like even recently, somebody has said to me, yeah, cause you're with your kind or whatever, and I'm like, what, white people? Like
Yeah.
I'm black, like
Right, exactly.
yeah.
Don't minimize me.
Yeah,
Like,
I do have white friends, and I don't think that has to define me or anything like that. I don't know, like I don't know how to feel about it. Like I don't know how to respond to it all the time when
right.
like people say stuff like that. Like does that make me less black because I have like white friends or something like
Right.
that? Like I'm not sure how I'm supposed to even feel about it. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But I have had that backlash before, but when I think about it, I've always had a white friend. Like my very first best friend was a white girl, and her
Mhm.
name was Ashley, and
Mhm.
she was born on the 24th, and I was born on the 23rd. So like that was just my friend, and
Right, yeah.
you know,
Two Geminis, huh?
yeah, two Geminis. We were lit. um, but I don't know like what to really think about it besides like, I mean, if that's your personal preference, but I feel like you always like you can't have friends that don't respect you. Like I feel like not don't respect you, but I'm trying to say like white friends that don't see color, quote unquote. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I think that you need to see my color.
Right.
I think that you need to understand that I'm a black woman and that
The way that shapes your reality and that
exactly.
shapes how you view the world.
Exactly, and it shapes it a lot different. So, I think people, as long as my friends understand that and they're okay with, whatever, I don't agree with every white person or anything like
Right.
that, and I'm sure they don't agree with every black person, but I don't think I have to be negative towards white
No.
people.
No,
Yeah.
I definitely,
So-
I don't know. I think that it's just a very, I mean, it's sensitive to talk
Yeah.
about. You want to make sure that you're not, kind of invalidating someone or their experience and that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And I don't know. I guess I don't know what to say about it.
Yeah, I know. I was just
Like
thinking
I
of part.
respect it. I definitely respect it
Exactly.
because I not that I get it, but I understand where you're coming from. Or
Mhm.
not you, but people who say that or people who have that sentiment. Because there's a difference. Like even good growing up, like I remember like being friends with this person. I won't say their name,
Mhm.
but I stayed the night at his house, and he was a person of color, and
Mhm.
I feel like that was like the first time I've ever like noticed like just a difference in like
Yeah.
different, I guess, worldviews and that kind of thing.
Mhm.
And like I was still very young. I was in God, I think I was still in elementary school, but like
Okay.
it was just so like different. But I appreciated it. I
Yeah.
appreciated someone just having a different worldview, and like why can't we just like love that or
Yeah,
accept that and like
exactly, accept
embrace
that.
that and like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just very
I do have one time in our friendship where I don't know, I don't want to say you didn't see color, but I think you were just so passionate about it. We were talking about starting a business. Me and Charlie always talk about starting a business or starting something cuz we're geniuses. Um
or remind me to tell you I have another idea.
okay.
Sorry.
Okay. But we were talking about starting a business. I think it was like the coffee shop at the time. And I was saying like because I was like, "Hey Charlie, because I'm black, like if we like do loans or something like that, like you might have to be like the face for it." And you were just like, "No, we're not." I don't know if you remember this,
I
but
feel like I do.
you're like, "We're not going to do it like that. We're both going to do this or we're both going to do that." But I hate to like look at it like that, but like I was thinking like, well, it kind of is our reality. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get that. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I made you feel like bad.
No, no,
But
no,
like
no.
the reason, because I remember, I feel like I definitely remember that. And the reason I would say that would be because
You're so passionate about it. It
not,
wasn't like
not passionate about,
Mhm.
like, I mean, passionate about it, but passionate about you. Like,
Yeah.
passionate about, like, no, I'm not gonna make this person of color
yeah,
who is wanting to start a business have to minimize themselves and stand in the background
Yeah.
because that's how it's been. That's how history has been.
yeah, that's true.
And I don't want that.
Yeah.
Like
I appreciate that.
if I'm doing this, like you're doing this. Like
Yeah.
if that's something you want to do. Like if we're gonna do a business together, you're just as much as I am.
Yeah.
100% of the way.
Right.
And like I would never, like if someone said, like I would hope this would never happen, but if someone like wouldn't approve us for a loan because you were on their loan, then I wouldn't take the loan regardless.
Yeah.
Because no.
You don't want to do it that way.
No,
Exactly.
Fuck that.
Exactly.
So I'm sorry if I invalidated
No,
you, but,
you're
or like
you're
made
fine.
you feel bad. But
I knew you meant like a place of compassion. It wasn't like, it was like, no, we're not doing that because that's not right. You know what I'm saying?
But
So,
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
And that's your experience, and that's something valid that I don't think I had thought of at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I know you always mean well. I never get the sense of like you don't mean well or anything like that. So know that.
But I appreciate you being honest. I appreciate that.
Yeah. I think, and I just to go back on like if we've had arguments, we've never had arguments.
Mm-hmm.
I think we only had one weird thing, and we just talked about it, and then you corrected that friend, and then that was that.
Okay. Yep.
That was it.
I remember that. It was
Yep.
very uncomfortable. Not
Yeah.
because of you, but
No.
that was a very uncomfortable situation.
Yeah.
But I don't fuck with that.
Yeah. So, sorry if we're being like private and like not sharing
I'm not.
everything.
This isn't a call out podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to call people out.
Yeah,
here.
like if this person
But,
did this. No.
Yeah, essentially. I mean, I don't know if you want me to explain the situation a little bit more.
I mean, you can if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were at I think it was a birthday party. Yeah, it was. And someone we were listening to music, and there was a use of the N-word in that song, and one of our white friends had asked if they could use the N-word.
Yeah. And they were just kind of like, "Are you okay with that?" And kind of put me on the spot, and I was like, "What?" And
that's wrong for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess I won't say that next sentence.
But yeah, no, I felt like it kind of put me on the spot because
Definitely.
I was like the only black person in a room full of white people, and I'm like, I guess I should be cool with it. Like, I didn't know.
That's never cool. And I apologize for putting you in that situation.
No, it's
because
fine.
as your friend, I should have done something differently. I should have like said something. But I feel like never mind. I can't put a but there. I should have done something differently. 100%. I should have done something differently.
Yeah. But I do appreciate it, and I understand like you were with your partner at the time, and they were like, "Don't say anything right now," too. But I appreciate you like letting me address it, and because like some people would have probably been like, "Oh, well, what's the big deal? They were just singing a song," or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like some people don't even see it like that. So the fact that I could even be like, "Hey, Charlie, I kind of felt uncomfortable when this situation happened,"
Right.
and you're like, "You know what? I should have said something," and no, you're right. I am gonna correct it, and you did, and I never had an issue ever again. So
Good. Well, I'm glad. I don't know. I think just growing. That was the whole point for me and that person. I feel like they've grown from that.
Yeah. Definitely.
You don't have to agree or disagree, but I think they have. But I don't know. I feel like.
I feel like that was the only
Yeah.
we didn't even fight. Like I wasn't
No, we
mad
didn't
at you
fight,
or anything
but
like that.
there was a uncomfortableness.
Yeah.
And I took some responsibility in that. So I feel like that was needed. I needed to, and so I appreciated that. I appreciated that you felt comfortable enough to like say that, and
yeah.
So
yeah, because that's how cool our friendship is. We can talk when we feel uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So kind of moving along, I think another type of friendship that I've had, or just can like see like the dichotomy of is like the relationship between like straight people that I have, like my relationship with straight people, and then my relationship with like other like LGBT or like queer folks.
Okay.
I think, and I'm not saying anything one is necessarily better than the other, but I'm more
It's just
comfortable
different.
with my LGBT friends. Or like
Are
people
you?
People that are like,
Because
I don't
you have
know.
the similarities. Is that what you think?
that, and there's just like a different type of expectation, I think, of like I can really like every LGBT individual does not go through the same thing. We experience things differently, and just like everyone does, but I don't necessarily build relationships off of just like being gay or being bisexual.
Yeah.
Like I'm not going to be someone's friend strictly because we're both bisexual, but there is like a camaraderie in that.
Yeah.
And there's like we both struggled with things, whether it's one more than the other, and but there's less of an expectation. There's more of a understanding of like pain and
the things you have to go through.
yeah, and I think that's very.
I think the struggle within itself, like figuring yourself out and things like
Yeah,
that.
like struggling with identity and like
Mhm.
not always knowing, and like even today, like I mean, like I said, I don't know what even pronouns are the best for me right now, and I
Exactly.
think identity and struggling with identity is very hard, and especially when you lock it up for a long time.
Right.
Like I mean, I didn't come out till I was 22. Like that was the first time I came out. I didn't come out
Right.
publicly I came out to my friends a year after that, and I came out publicly a year after that. So it's only
Yeah.
been not even 2 years that I've been out. And
Did you tell your family first, or did you kind of just talk to your friends first? Or what? If you don't mind me talking about it. Sorry.
yeah, that's fine. I came out to my best friend, one of my best friends 1st. My best friend Michaela. Called her just sobbing. That was the first time I just really ever like let it out, and it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
And not to make this a fucking coming out
Yeah.
episode, but
I guess we'll revisit that later in a different.
yeah, and it was just like hard, but again, it solidifies your friendship, and then that's
Yeah.
where the connection is. It solidified our friendship, and then I came out to my partner at the time, and kind of kept it quiet for a long time after that. For about a year, I started coming out to my friends around
Yeah.
me, because I started going on dates
Yeah.
with boys. So
Yeah.
that's when I started coming out, and then I remember I came out to Ashley in a Chili's.
It was the cutest story ever. Like, it was the cutest thing to me because, like, I remember, like, in the beginning of our friendship, I remember us talking, and you were like, "But I'm not gay or anything," and I was just like,
Yeah.
"Okay."
I used to
I was
it
just
was
like-
because we had a coworker that would make gay jokes.
Oh,
That's why.
okay.
And
I couldn't remember why that.
so I
happened,
always
and I'm
felt like I had to like
say that I'm not.
yeah,
Yeah.
like really put it out there, and I was really still struggling
Yeah.
very hard at that point. Yeah.
Yeah. But I just remember I remember like thinking you were until you said it, and then I was like, okay, well maybe not. And then you took me to Chili's. And like he's like, so I have something to tell you, and so we both have anxiety, so I'm nervous. I don't know what's about to happen. And then you tell me like I am bisexual, and I've been
The
dating
person I've been seeing is
isn't
not a girl.
Is not a girl, exactly. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
like, all right, cool, I'm down with that. Like,
Yeah.
I think I was happy. I was happy that you felt that you could, let me know and talk to me about.
Like, I didn't even come up to my parents yet.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering
Uh-huh.
that.
Yeah, no, that was before. That was I only my friends knew.
Yeah.
That was it.
Okay.
So
I was wondering if you came to your like friends or family first,
no,
but
friends first.
yeah, I don't know. I thought that was a beautiful
Yeah.
part in our friendship.
Yeah, it was great. It was hard, but it was
Yeah.
great.
Oh, it was so well. Of course, it was easy for me, but I'm just like, all right,
right. We're here
whatever
eating our
you wanna do.
queso. Like
Yeah.
I'm gay. Like
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, that's
Yeah.
cool.
it was something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know after especially after like coming out like and then getting to like build relationships and friendships
Mhm.
not off of that, but like having that like vulnerability in front of those people,
Yeah.
like especially like in the music scene that is around here in Michigan, and like
I love when you say that, the music scene. Sorry.
Why?
I don't know why. Because
Oh.
I have no idea really what scene you're talking about. So you're like, yeah, people in the scene.
you've been to shows. That's the
I-
scene.
That's the scene?
That's the
Okay.
scene. Those people that you're seeing, they're part of the scene, and like the music that's playing and the artwork that's hanging on the walls and the shirts being sold,
That's
like
the
all of
scene.
that. The scene, yeah, everything. That's
Okay.
that's the scene. I don't know, but like getting to meet people and be open with them and build those friendships. It was just very comforting for
Mhm.
me, and like even the people that I know now through the scene, and like I don't know, other people that I've met through work, and I don't know. I just really appreciate those
Those friendships.
gay ass friendships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it, definitely.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I have friends who are straight.
Yeah.
Who I love dearly, and I don't know. I would never like not love them,
Mhm.
but I don't know. I appreciate.
those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that, definitely. That's understandable. What was I going to say? I think I was steering off because we're supposed to be talking about friendships, and I was going to be talking about, like,
Go
being
for
gay.
it.
But I remember my cousin, like, telling me, hi, Michelle. I remember my cousin telling me, like, I knew from like, I think when I was, like, 4 or 5, like, I
Mhm.
told her I was gay. Like, she's like, and she was like, you mean happy, right? And I was like, Nope. I like
No.
girls. Like, I don't even remember that, but I always remember her saying that, like, girl, I knew you were a lesbian. I knew, that's what she says
Oh,
to me all the time. Like, I know you're a lesbian. I don't know why you act like that. And I'm like, okay, but I like boys too.
right. I like them all.
Yeah, whoever likes Ashley. But yeah, so I don't
But
know.
also in friendships, though, I don't know if you've had anyone say this to you, like in your adult life.
Mm.
Well, I guess now Michelle would be saying that. So, and I'm not saying anything about what was said, but when people tell me, like, I always knew you were gay,
Yeah.
or I
I
don't like that.
Oh, okay, because I felt that way about you.
Oh no, that's fine.
Oh,
It's fine if you feel it, but I feel like
to say like I told you so.
yeah,
Yeah.
like I like even before I feel like it's a thing for me because like before I came out again, I was trying to hide it for so long,
You were
and when
figuring
people would
yourself out.
quote unquote
Be like,
find
I
me
knew
out,
it. Yeah.
it felt
It
like it
was-
was like everything I did was for nothing, and I mean
Yeah.
it was, but because I can live for myself now, but
Exactly.
I don't know, it just never was like a positive thing, like
To you,
like
okay.
like oh I always knew you were gay, and like
I never. Oh, okay.
I
I've
feel like
never
there's
seen it
almost a
like that.
hint of like oppression or a hint of like
Like I could
a
just
hierarchy of
Yeah.
like I always knew you were that. Like
Tell. Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's always never sat right with me, and again, no one has to share that feeling with me.
Yeah.
But that's just how I felt, and like yeah, I've had someone pretty recently tell me that, and
You're
that,
just
that
kind of like, okay.
yeah, and I'm like, what do you want me to say to that? Like thanks or like
Yeah. I guess that would be hard to like respond to.
do you want me to say I don't know, congratulate you? I don't
Yeah.
know.
You figured it out.
Right, like thank you for knowing before I was comfortable to tell anyone. Like,
Exactly.
I don't know. So I'm not mad. I'm not mad that you thought that.
Okay.
Like people can think that. Like,
Yeah.
but I just feel like telling someone, like going out of your way to.
My alarm's going off. Sorry, guys. I'm good. Don't worry about it.
Okay. No, you're good.
Okay.
Um. Yeah. So just a weird thing. I think.
Yeah. Definitely. Oh, my phone's on 1%. It'll be okay.
We got a charger.
Cool.
Not here, but I'll get you one soon.
Okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Okay.
about it. We need to focus on the podcast.
Um.
So we talked about needy, work friends, fake friends. Did we talk about fake friends? Yeah, we did.
We did.
What else? You got any questions for me? I don't know.
No.
I'm trying to think if we like. I guess we covered all the boundaries on friendship.
What about family friends?
What do you mean?
Like, do you have friends in your well, Michelle? Yeah.
Oh yeah, Michelle's definitely
I feel
my
like-
family
I feel
friend.
like- Yeah, cousins.
Cousins.
I have one cousin who I've always been like really close with. We aren't
Yeah.
really that close anymore, but I always have
That-
deep love for her.
Yeah.
But I feel like I
I
don't
think-
know. Those are like my like she was like my closest friend
Those
in my
are like
whole
your
life.
first friends.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You've been through everything. You know each other's family. You know
Yeah.
everything. So
I have like, I think there's like 11 or 12 of us all together. Like
are
we
you
have
friends with all of them?
no.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, no. I think we're all pretty close. Like if I need anything, I'm
Mhm.
pretty sure I can call everybody, but maybe one or two. But I can pretty much call everybody and be like, hey, I need help, or you know, whatever,
Mhm.
or I'm going through this. So I think definitely Michelle is my.
I love Michelle.
Yeah.
Sorry, we've said it a bunch of
Yeah, I
times,
know.
but God, I love Michelle.
She's definitely my family friend. Like
Yeah.
she's my friend. I call her when I'm in trouble or if I'm going through anything or anything like that. She's like my go-to. I'm like, Michelle, this is happening. Blah blah blah. I don't know what to do. You know, like, so she's definitely my number one. And I think that's important to have. I mean, like, family that you have that like relationship with. I think that's important to have in families. I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
Like me and her were just talking about like how like some families aren't close, and
Mhm.
we'll talk about families I guess a different day. Like I have a lot of scenarios, but like yeah, like how families aren't close. Like,
Right.
and I feel like our family was like definitely built on closeness, and no, I don't care. Like our grandmother was always like conducting and talking, and oh, this sister's mad at this sister. Okay, we're gonna work it out. We're gonna talk about it. Or if our family, like our cousins from Texas, they're like, okay, your cousins from Texas are coming in at around like, you know, whatever time, like through the airport, they're getting picked up. They're this like just organizing everything. So like when my grandma passed away, our aunt started to be like the glue, like the family glue.
Yeah.
So, but like always, sorry to go off topic, but like yeah,
No,
we're
you're
always been close. Like I don't know how to explain it.
No, but
Yeah.
family can be friendship, and
Yeah.
like that, like what you talking about that reminded me of like my family. it's weird. Like I felt like growing up, I was like, I wish I had a sense of family. Like
Yeah.
I don't know, like not that blaming anyone, but like now that I'm older, I see like I feel that more, and I see
I
that more,
think so.
especially so like with my brothers. Like now that my older brother has like all the babies,
Yeah.
which I love. I love
Those
all of them.
those gorgeous babies.
But then my younger brother, who is also gay,
Hmm.
I feel like
I love
we
him.
have a deep. Yeah, you want him to read your
I
cards.
definitely love him. He doesn't know it, but I love him.
And I feel like, especially like going through me and him. I feel like me and my younger brother experience things a lot more in the same way. I don't
Okay.
know if it's because we're both not straight,
Yeah.
or I don't know if it's just the way it was. But we were always like a little bit closer growing up. Not any love against my older, or not any hate against my older brother, but
Yeah.
yeah, being gay and just experiencing things the same way, and we definitely have a little bit closer of a bond, I
Yeah.
think, and kind of like siblings. So like you and Mia, like
Yeah.
I feel like you guys are pretty close.
Me and Mia are pretty close for the most part. We weren't always though. She was more like my mom.
Well,
um,
she's older.
yeah, she's older. She's the older sister, and I definitely felt like growing up at first, like we were close, like but we weren't. I don't know. We'd bicker and stuff like that, but
That's
that's normal.
siblings, you know.
But I think now that, especially now that we're older, like I can't really think of the last time like we've had like a fight,
Right.
and I can now definitely more so. I think now that I'm an adult too, and like
Mm-hmm.
not her, like I think now she sees me more as like her sister, not her little sister, her baby
Yeah.
sister. So now I can talk to her about like more different things and stuff like that. And I think we're pretty close too. Like I'm definitely close to my sister more than my brother.
Yeah.
Um, just 'cause I don't know, we grew up in the same house and everything like that. So I
Mm-hmm.
think we're more close. But I was just talking to my brother the other day, and I was actually struggling like 'cause I was thinking like, dang, like me and my brother aren't really close. Like
Mm-hmm.
people don't even like a lot of people don't even know I have a brother. They're always like, what?
Yeah, it took you a long time for you to tell me. I think I remember you like a couple years into our friendship, you're like, yeah, my brother. I said, who?
I'm so sorry, Winston. I don't know why I do that to you, but like I don't know why I do that. So I've like been trying to make it a point this year to be like, I have a brother, guys. Hey, this is my baby brother.
Yeah, I saw you post
Yeah,
him
for
on
National
social
Sibling
media.
Day,
Yeah,
because I'm like,
exactly.
I don't like that was the first picture we took in like years. But sorry to get off topic.
It was sweet.
Thank you. I loved it. Um, but yeah. Oh, so I was talking to him, and I was thinking like, dang, I'm not really that close with him. And our dad was saying that we needed to like do sibling dinners more often, which I thought was a cute idea.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah. Like I was telling my brother about the idea. He's like, yeah. I mean, that's cool. He's like, I'm like, just 'cause we're not really close. And he's like, oh well, I never thought that we weren't close.
Oh
And I
no.
was like,
Oh
you
no.
didn't? And he's like, no. He's like, just because just because we're not like in the just because we're not in the same house anymore, like, like I still think we're super close. And I was like, oh, you're so sweet.
That's very sweet.
Yeah. So that was sweet. So
I love that.
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I've gone through every friendship I know
I've ever
of.
had. Yeah. The only thing that I can think of, I don't know. I probably should have brought it up during the platonic
Let's
friendship.
backtrack.
Yeah, back to platonic. The only thing that I did have with a friend of the opposite sex, where it was kind of weird. We were at a club and we were all high,
Mm-hmm.
dancing, having a good time, da da da. And then like I just remember my butt being touched, and I was like,
Oh, I feel like you told
yeah,
me
I was like,
this.
what is this? I turned around and it was like my best friend, and he was just like, he kind of looked at me, and I kind of looked at him, and he was just like, my bad, I'm high. And I was like, okay. And that was it. Like, that was
Right,
it. Like,
yeah.
it was kind
It
of
wasn't-
like, it was weird at first second, because I was like, what are you doing?
Right.
And he was probably like, what am I doing?
Right.
And then we just, like, that was that correction, and he was like, my bad. And I was
Right.
like, okay. So that was the only
Solved it,
weird.
yeah.
That was the only weird, I guess, kind of thing, but we've never, like, done anything like that weird.
Well.
Yeah. And that wasn't on mine. That was his fault.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we covered everything for the
Right.
most part.
Well, I appreciate your friendship.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate yours too.
I'm excited to start this journey with you on
Yeah,
podcast.
our podcast. I think I found a quote too. I don't know if you want me to say it now.
Yeah.
I should probably hurry before my phone dies.
Oh, yeah. Here, let's
Plug it up.
plug it in.
Plug it in.
You can plug it in right there.
Oh, you're a genius.
So, I mean, just to kind of give everyone a breakdown of how this will work, we're just going to try and choose one topic every week that we just want to talk about, something we're either passionate about, something that we really enjoy.
Yes.
And then, is it not working?
Got
And
it.
sometimes we want to like have people on here. If any of you have ideas of what you want us to talk about, if
Yes.
anything, just let us know. We have an email address. It's just the gift of gab,
Am I?
mi@gmail.com. We have Instagram. We're going to have a Facebook here shortly, maybe a
Yeah.
Twitter. We're going to be on all platforms. So
Yeah, that'll be
um,
dope.
I think our podcasts are going to be on all platforms as well. So Spotify, Apple Music, all that good stuff.
Okay, but Michelle had that question. She was like,
Okay.
"Where is it going to be aired?"
Yeah.
I'm
So
like, "I don't know."
try to make it very accessible. Maybe have a website that'll be further down the line. But yeah, if you
Yeah.
have any ideas of what you want us to cover, let us
Yeah,
know. If you ever
definitely.
want to be a
We take suggestions, so
if you ever want to be a guest on here
yeah,
or know someone that would be like an awesome guest for the different things that we try to cover, whether it's like a social issue or
yeah,
whether it's just like a
just
thing that's
hanging out
very
and talking.
personal. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. The main goal of this is just to have everyone have their experience heard and someone
yeah,
that they can relate to and someone that they somewhere they can go and maybe either learn something new or be like, yo, I feel the same way. And,
exactly.
um,
I think we just want to connect with people and share our experiences.
Yeah,
So I know
definitely.
you kind of just said that in a nutshell, but yeah,
It's important.
I think it's important, and just so people can have a different view. So this is our view, and
Yep.
I'm excited.
I'm very excited, and
Yes.
thank you for enduring our first episode. We'll definitely
Yes.
be trying some new things and working things out.
Yes, and I know if you guys hear the background noise,
we were worried about the background
yes,
noise.
we were worried about the background noise, but this is our first podcast, so you guys can suck it. But we're gonna work on it. Honestly, though, seriously, we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it.
And then every podcast, we're going to try to have Ashley end with a little note of positivity.
Yes. So this one is gonna be on friendships, since we've been talking about friendships today. And I'm gonna pick one. I feel like this one is cheesy. Okay. So this quote is, "One of the most beautiful qualities of true friendship is to understand and to be understood." So I feel like that defines me and Charlie, and
Yes,
thank you so much.
definitely.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks. Bye.